Hey, welcome back to Leffin's Cocktails. It's getting towards the holiday season, or we're kind of already in it, so I figured I'd make a festive cocktail tonight. Tonight I wanted to make some mulled wine. So mulled wine is pretty popular in the US, all throughout Europe, and even here in Japan during the Christmas time because it's warming, it's festive, it's pretty tasty, and if you're gonna be outside on a cold day, which I don't recommend because I don't like the cold, but if you are gonna be outside on a cold day or nestled in your house and it's cold outside and you want something warm to drink, but you don't want a hot toddy, but you still want something alcoholic, I would definitely recommend a mulled wine. Plus it's easy to make, and for me, it's a good way to clean the fridge out when you have some leftover stuff. In a mulled wine that we're gonna do tonight is this bottle of Lambrusco that I have. I had this from Thanksgiving. It's been in my fridge. I wanna use it before it goes bad. I don't really feel like drinking Lambrusco, so I'm gonna use it in the mulled wine tonight. I think once I heat it up a little bit, it'll kind of lose the carbonation and act as a great base for our mulled wine. And this is a drier Lambrusco, it's a Secco, so it won't be bringing in too much sweetness as a lot of Lambruscos can often do. In order to fortify it a little bit, I'm gonna use some brandy. Tonight I'm gonna use Suntory VO brandy. It's a low-cost brandy, but it has a pretty full body to it, and it'll bring a little bit of that proofiness to the drink without overwhelming it with, a huge flavor like maybe a rum or tequila would. And I only say tequila because apparently last year my wife made some mulled wine with tequila. She loved it, but I wanted to say something a little bit more traditional, even though maybe tequila wouldn't be so bad in the summer, in like a sangria. Anyway, then we're gonna use a nice Cointreau. This Cointreau is a dark Cointreau with a brandy base, so I'm doubling up on the nice warming brandy notes while giving us some extra sweetness and some orange flavor. And then for extra sweetener, in case we need a little bit more, I'm gonna use honey. You can use honey, maple syrup, agave, or just sugar, but I kind of want that richness from the honey and a little bit of the textured mouthfeel. The other fun thing that you add to your mulled wine is all your spices. You can really go crazy as much as or little as you want to. I'm gonna use some star anise. I've got some cinnamon sticks to throw in, some cloves, some cardamom. I'm just gonna go crazy because why not? It'll all taste really good, and these are flavors I all really enjoy. I also have some orange I'm gonna put in there, and I may even throw some apple in there. I'll see if my apple is still good. I don't know, it's kind of on the fence. So once you've got all your ingredients, you're gonna throw it in the pot and simmer it up. But first, I'm gonna slice up my orange. That should be good. Yeah, so there wasn't a lot of prep, just slicing this one orange up. The apple turned out to be a little soft and not good, so unfortunately, no apple flavor, but we'll live. So now we're just gonna build it up on the pot on the stove. All right, first we're gonna pour a whole bottle of wine. It's basically what I had left over Thanksgiving. It's almost a full bottle, we only had like 2 glasses. We're gonna do 3/4 ounces of our Cointreau, 2 ounces of brandy, 1 ounce of honey, 4 star anise pods, 4 cardamom pods, 8 cloves, 2 cinnamon sticks, and 1 sliced up orange. Give that a stir, mix all the ingredients up, and then we're gonna let it simmer anywhere between 15 minutes and 3 hours. I did about 25 minutes. I'm gonna strain everything out so it's nice and easy to bottle, and I can keep it for a little bit longer, and it's easier to pour this way. All right, now we can go ahead and pour our mulled wine. Make sure to use a glass that's made for high temperature. I'm using an espresso glass. All right, we're gonna put an orange wedge in there, maybe a cinnamon stick, some star anise. Definitely. Cheers. Let's try our mulled wine. Ooh, okay, it's hot. It's got some sweetness, a lot of orange flavor from the Cointreau, and plus we have the fresh orange in there. And we have some nice warming spices from the cardamom, the cinnamon, and some of that definite star anise flavor is coming through on the back end. The wine flavor is good, and like I kind of thought would happen, the carbonation of the Lambrusco is totally gone, but you do get some of that warmth and a little bit more proofiness alcohol from the brandy that I put in there. I was worried it might be too sweet with the Cointreau and the honey because they both add some sweetness plus the wine, but I think in fact it actually worked out really well and it balanced out to a nice enjoyable drink. Now I let this cool a little bit when I was transferring it from the pot and filtering out all the stuff that I infused into it and then into the bottle. So it's not super, super hot, but it's definitely warm. It's definitely enjoyable. I could go stand outside in the cold and drink this and not feel as bad, but why would I? The cold is miserable. Pretty good. I think in the future, maybe I would let it sit for a little bit longer and infuse a little bit more. I would like some more of the cinnamon flavor. And I'm pretty curious if I took that cinnamon, cardamom, cloves, and made a syrup and then just heated that syrup up in some wine, if that would make kind of the same thing, but a little bit quicker, and you could do a little bit more on the go maybe. Like you could just have like a mulled wine syrup, and I might try that later. Honestly, I probably will. So stay tuned, I'll probably do a short about it or a reel. Check for that pretty soon. But this is pretty good, I definitely encourage it. Please let me know your mulled wine recipe. I looked up a few on Google, kind of made this one up from what I saw and what looked good to me. So I like it, try it, let me know what you think. Cheers. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. I'm gonna have some mulled wine.